if I have higher functioning students, they do need to make the whole thing pretty legible, right? Which means the spacing is impacting that, the placement on the line is impacting that. So, say they're like a fourth grader, or at least developmentally at the fourth grade level, right? That would be okay with me. I would probably write something like that. But prior to that, hopefully, I was just working on placement. I was just working on spacing. And then now the reason I wrote that goal is because I'm finally tying it all, or, the kid is finally tying it all in. He's learned all of those things because essentially it is three very specific goals or things that you're really focusing on. And we have to remember, like, a lot of our students have developmental delays, they have cognitive impairments, they have endurance issues. It is a lot. Like, writing is a lot to remember the spacing, well, first of all, they have to think about what they want to say, which is often the first problem, and then how to spell it, which that's not much we can do about that, but okay. And then they have to be able to get it on the paper, and they have to remember how to make the letter, keep the word together, put the space in it, put it on the line. Like, there's just so many components to that. I'm actually teaching my sloppy handwriting course next week, and there's 8 components of handwriting. Yeah, those are 8 specific things that we could really just be focusing on one at a time, because it can be very overstimulating and overwhelming, and it's probably the reason why most kids hate writing and why it's such a big deal. There's too many things to like focus on at one time. So if we could just focus on one at a time, that would be okay. But then eventually they do need to tie it all in. Maybe we tie in 2 of those things at a time, and then maybe we add a third, after we write that goal. That goal doesn't necessarily, once they achieve a goal, doesn't mean you get to discontinue them immediately, so it just means that it's a small step towards, success to the functional issue.